Twitch Nation, what up? And everybody around the world, what up, what up, what up? Welcome to another flight. Welcome to another stream. I am your Phoenix Black Knight, and I am your captain. And I am going to be your captain and your host for today's stream. Thanks for hopping aboard, you guys. Welcome aboard. Sorry, this pushback got pushed back. Literally, our pushback time at 10 o'clock. Sorry, I missed that. I had some problems with some deliveries supposed to be here on time, and some errands took longer than expected. So, we missed our pushback time at 10 o'clock, so I apologize. But hey, better late than never. At least we're on the stream. We're here now. Now it's time to relax, get the body decompressed. What better way to do that than fly with you guys? So let's jump into flight briefing, you guys. If you see on the title here, we got a two-legger here for you today. It's going to be very fun. First one right now, we're in Las Vegas. We're going to go ahead and take off and go into Phoenix. And then we're going to pause the stream there. We're going to load from Phoenix, and we're going to go from Phoenix into San Diego, you guys. So that is going to be a fun set of flights for us today. So with no further ado, let's jump into our flight briefing, you guys. And the one common airline that does these two routes is Frontier, and the other one is Southwest, obviously. So we're going with Frontier today. Frontier at 320 is what we're going with. Looks like we got the Otter on our tail. We're rocking the Otter today, you guys. Today's flight is at 5 a.m., so this is going to be a morning flight, so we'll get the beautiful sunrise. And then going into San Diego, we're actually going to have that as a sunset flight. We're going to have that about 6:37. We'll have that beautiful sunset coming down over the ocean as well going into San Diego. So stay in for that second flight so we can get that sunset just beautiful going into San Diego, you guys. All right, flight briefing. Let's go. Call sign today, Frontier Airlines 879. We're in Las Vegas, going into Phoenix. We're in the 320. It's June 3rd today. 5 a.m. is this departure time for this flight. 5 a.m. They expect us down in Phoenix at 6:13 a.m. Air time they gave us is 45 minutes. The block time they gave us to finish the flight is 1 hour and 13 minutes. Our cruising altitude today is going to be 29,000 feet. Distance for flying is 270 nautical miles. Wind is going to be 305 over 12 knots. Passengers on today's flight is 159 on board. Bulk fuel is 5,270 kilograms. We're going to go cargo with 2,385. We gotta edit that, you guys. Let's edit that real quick. That is kilograms, obviously, but I don't know. Keep post. I don't know. Why did that convert to pounds? Because it's turned off. That would do it. Okay. Put it back on the pounds. Let's go back and see what our bulk fuel is. Let's get that generated again. There we go. Waiting for it to load. Okay, come on, let's go down. Your bulk fuel is going to be 11,480 pounds. Our cargo is going to be 5,258 pounds. And our payload is going to be 33,301 pounds. Right now in Las Vegas, when we go to take off, we're going to take off on runway 26 right out of Las Vegas with the transition of Chrysler. And when we go wheels down in the Phoenix, we're going to be wheels down on runway 26 with the transition of Bruiser 1. Bruiser 1. All right, that's it for the flight briefing, you guys. You guys have been briefed. I've been briefed. Let's go ahead and jump back in this plane. Right here, turn around. Let's go ahead and, well, we got the tablet. We got the tablet. I keep forgetting that. All right, go, Captain. Let's make sure they are turned off. Nope. Go get us. Okay. Co-captain's turned off. Let's hit our tablet. Let's go ahead and get our plane info right there. Oh, there we go. Let's go to our settings. Let's go to our utilities. Let's go to our ground crew. I want to put the cones down first, so let's put these cones down. All right, they're green. They're ready to go. Now let's go to our settings. Let's go ahead and hit our APU. Right. Plane just started up. Perfect. Slide over to the middle. Let's go ahead and hit our APU. Well, zoom up so you can see. Let's go ahead and hit our APU bleed right here. APU bleed is hit. Let's wait for this to become available. Dome light, let's go ahead and turn that on since the plane is starting up. No smoking sign comes on. Seatbelt sign comes on. Nav light comes on. Beacon light comes on. Overhead instrument lights, let's go ahead and just turn that on bright. Alright, let's jump back down to the captain's seat to the captain view. Let's go back to our Hanley tablet. Let's go to the ground crew. Let's go ahead and turn our cab lights on for the passengers. Cab lights are on in green. GPU is now connected to the plane. That's our ground power unit. Let's go ahead and turn our air conditioner unit to the plane as well since we're in Nevada. Let's go ahead and open our main cabin door. That's open. Let's go ahead and get the jetway connected. No guy in this one because we have the Las Vegas Payware Airport, so that guy who drives it is only on the default airports. Alright, jetway's getting connected, so let's go ahead and get our ATC on the line. Let's go ahead and get our ground services down. Let's get on the ground radio call, and then let's go ahead and get our catering services on this flight. And then we'll go ahead and start the bagging services as well, since we started the boarding process. Alright, start the bagging services, so you guys pan over here, can see what's going on. There's our catering service. Bagging services right there. Alright, let's jump back into the plane real quick though, to the captain's seat. Let's do this, Captain. Let's get the instruments set up the way we like. Starting from our right display, headed over to our right. Let's go ahead and get that brightened up, because we will be following that in on landing. Also as well, let's get our indicator of ourselves really bright up as well. Let's get that one all the way over. Get this contrast from the left side. Get that bright. Let's go over here to the panels. Floodlights we won't need on, but internal lights, instrumental lights right here in the middle panel. Let's turn those on. Let's slide over here. Let's go ahead and hit our terrain. Let's get that on now. Let's get our flight directory on now. Our flight directory over here says, look, our V speed's going to be 160 knots. So let's go ahead and get our managed speeds. Get out of the managed position. Put it at 160 knots. When 60 is entered, heading mode, we'll leave that in the managed position. We'll go ahead and get the altitude when we get ready to go into Phoenix, and let's go ahead and climb at 1,500 feet per minute. Got that entered. Let's go ahead and get those front displays all illuminated, get those all bright. Alright, let's jump back into the captain's seat. Let's come over here. Let's go outside the plane, see how our ground crew is doing. Looks like our catering services is about ready to finish up. Our baggage crew should be about ready to finish up at the same time. Looks like they all are, so let's go ahead and pan the drone cam. Let's go over here. You guys want to see Vegas real quick? There's a strip. This is the payware as well. The Las Vegas strip light up. This is the payware. I think it costed me like $10. If you guys look at that, that's on Xbox S Marketplace. You can get that where it's all more better detailed and everything like that. So, and there's the Luxor right there. Mandalay, MGM. Yeah, alright, let's jump back in. Baggage crew and everything got finished, so let's go ahead and get our clearance in the Phoenix, you guys. So now we can turn back on our AI co-pilot. Let's go AI. Alright, let's go back here. Let's go ahead and hit back. AI is getting clearance right now. Looks like they want us at 8,000 feet. Let's go ahead and hit our altimeter. Right over here. Let's hit this, 8,000 feet. 8,000 feet is entered. Perfect. Climbing restrictions, let's still leave that at 1,500 feet per minute. Let's go back to the captain's seat. AI is finishing up. Alright, we got to do 1-3. Let's hit this thing. We need to do 1-3-3. Squawk 9-5. Perfect. 1534. 1534 is already entered there, but we're going to enter it anyway because it's nice to do. We're going to go 1534. Got it. Got that entered. Got that entered. Let's go back to our trusted tablet. Let's go ahead and get our GPU disconnected from the plane. Let's go ahead and get our AC unit also disconnected from the plane as well. Let's go ahead and get our main cabin door shut. Jetway disconnected. Let's get our cones disconnected. Let's get our passengers lit up because they are on the plane now, so let's get them illuminated. Let's leave the cabin lights on for now. Let's go ahead and go back to our settings. Get that ready for the taxi. Back over here, let's go to the ATC. Let's get AI to get us pushback clearance and pushback ready to go. Alright, pushback is accepted. Let's get our camera view about right. Right there. Pushback is accepted, you guys. Here comes our loader. Across everything, we do got the beacon light on, we do got the nav light on, seatbelt sign, and no smoking sign is on. There's our connection with our pushback. I'm going to go ahead and release the parking brake. Going to go ahead and turn the engine mode in from the normal position to the start position. Engine 2. Just hit engine 1. AI just got his clearance to taxi to our runway. Engine 1 is at 13%. Let's go ahead and check our flaps. Bring those all the way down. Speed brakes, let's bring those up an arm. Zoom outside the plane. Let's pan over here and see how they're doing. Speed brakes are up. That's what they like to see. Flaps are moving downwards. Perfect. Jump back inside the plane. Let's go ahead and bring our flaps all the way back up to the 0. Speed brakes, let's bring those all the way up to 0 as well, but let's put those in the arm position for takeoff. Engine mode from the start position, let's put it back in the normal position. Let's put our taxi brake on. APU bleed comes off, APU master comes off, which turns off the APU start. Ground crew, thumbs up, salute. We out of here. Turn our dome light off. Come over here to our tablet. Get ready for taxi. And we are going to the... We definitely got to turn to the left. Okay, we're going to the left. Engine power. Releasing parking brake. Momentum. Let's turn. There's our taxi ribbon. We do have live players on, you guys. Looks like there's someone in front of us right now, but ready to take off. Nice. Not a lot of people flying right now in Vegas. There's like no one. Let's see if there's anybody behind us mad at us that we're doing a real crawl. Nope. No pressure to go faster. We're doing a real crawl. Sunrise coming up over there right in front of us. Don't forget, you guys, as well, coming back from Phoenix going into San Diego, we're going to do that as a nighttime flight. We're going to put that time about 6:30, so we'll have that beautiful sunset coming down over the ocean. So stay for that second leg. That's going to be a beautiful one as well, as long as this one with the sunset, sunrise coming up here. Beautiful over Las Vegas, right? Also, don't forget to hit that follow button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come fly with us. We're fun. This is us right here. Put our engines. I'm in the neutral position. We'll just coast down up here. Let's go ahead and stop short. Parking brake activated. AI is getting cleared for takeoff. Keep forgetting we have the tablet. Alright, AI got us to clear us for the takeoff. Thank you, AI. Let's go ahead and hit our tablet. Let's go ahead and get ready for takeoff. There we go. Let's go ahead and get our plane information. That's not going to gather it for us. Nope. Alright, let's go back to our settings. Let's go ahead and turn our cab lights off. Go back to flight information, leave that there, get our ground speed. Let's go ahead and get our stopwatch. Let's get that going. That's verifying that's working. Let's go ahead and make our call. Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. Give the engine some power, releasing parking brake. Taxi brake is off. Let's make our checks. Takeoff speed check, altitude check, climbing restriction check, 15,000 feet per minute, 1,500 feet per minute, going up to 8,000 feet. We're going to go off, our V-speed is going to be 160 knots. Once again, we got the fasten seatbelt sign on check. We do have the no smoking sign on check. We do have a nav lights on. We do have a beacon light on. The only light we don't have on is our wing lights. Here comes that sun. Beautiful. Prepare for a rolling takeoff. Get it straight. Engine's at 50. Coming up from 40 knots. Going up live, coming down the same way. Engine mode flex. Knots. 120 commit. 140. V1 rotating. Positive climb gears up. Follow our flight directory. Just keep following our flight directory. As soon as we get out of our takeoff, we will and get in our climb, we can transition to the autopilot. Roger, Frontier 879. Will not keep speed above 33 knots. As soon as we get past 4,000 feet, we'll go ahead and transition to the autopilot. We'll continue just to follow our flight directory. Just continue to manually fly. There's 4,000 feet. Let's transition to the autopilot. Autopilot is engaged. Go ahead and keep our climbing restrictions back on. Let's get up to 230 knots. Under 30, we got that in. Let's go flaps clean. Pre-brakes, which just goes disarm. Good takeoff, good takeoff. Nice and smooth. Coming up on 5,000 feet. Yeah, we can, at 5,000, we'll release the crew so they can prepare for services. We'll be fine. There it is, 5,000 feet. Let's ring the bell one time. Auto brightness shuts off. Let's go ahead and just put that back on so just have, at least have the look of it. It looks alright. Same with these as well. These will automatically kick off. Turn those on. See the work of our product. Here's our takeoff. Beautiful takeoff, you guys. Beautiful. Okay, we got to hold 230 knots. ATC said we got to hold 230, so we'll hold 230 till we get to 10,000 feet. And once that is, we'll transition into our free climb, and then we'll go ahead and bust our speed up to 335 knots. Roger Tower, Frontier 879, we will continue as planned. Roger, Frontier 879, climb and maintain flight level 10. Roger, Frontier 879, climb and maintain flight level 130. (9,800 feet, you guys. Let's go ahead and get the plane ready for 10,000 feet flying. That means landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position. Let's go ahead and get our strobe light off. Runway light is off. Beacon light stays on, and our navigational light stays on. Let's go ahead and get free climb this, managed climb on that, and let's go a bunch of push our speed up from 230 knots to go 335 knots. .335 knots is entered. Managed speed on climbing is entered. Nautical range, we'll put that from 10. We'll put it out to 20 now. Leave our informational map on ARC. We are gaining speed, check, and we are climbing, check. Altimeter 29.88, Frontier 789. Roger, Frontier 879, climb and maintain flight level 250. Wind is at 20,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get our altimeter. Let's put that in the standard position. We can go ahead and turn our train off at this point as well. Roger, Frontier 879. Climb and maintain flight level 290. Roger, Los Angeles Center. Frontier 879, we will continue as planned. .9,000 feet, that's our cruising altitude. Let's go ahead and hit the fasten seatbelt sign off. Let's go ahead and make our call. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now free to move about the cabin. Like I mentioned before, 29,000 feet, cruising altitude. Let's go ahead and go over our cruising altitude briefing. Let's pull site sim brief back up. There it is. Alright, let's go back up to the top. If you just joined the stream, if you just jumped on board, welcome aboard. I am your captain, Phoenix Blacklight, and I'm also your host for today's stream as well. Welcome aboard, you guys. We're about ready to go over our cruising altitude briefing, which is basically what it is, the same thing we just did on the ground before our takeoff briefing. So, welcome aboard. We are Frontier 879 is our call sign. We just took off out of Las Vegas. We're going down into Phoenix. With the aircraft we're flying in is the A320. It's June 3rd. We took off at 5 a.m. today. They expect us down about 6:13 in the morning. Air time they gave us about 45 minutes. The block time they gave us to finish the flight is 1 hour and 13 minutes. Cruising altitude is 29,000 feet, which we're presently at right now, and the fasten seatbelt sign is off. Distance we're flying is 270 nautical miles. Wind is at 305 over 12 knots. Passengers on today's flight is 159 on board, and bulk fuel for today's flight is 11,480 pounds. When we were in Las Vegas, we took off with runway 26 right with a transition riser. And when we're coming down into Phoenix, it's going to be runway 26 with transition Bruiser 1 in the Phoenix. Alright, that's it for you. That's it for the briefing, you guys. That's it for me, Phoenix Black Knight. I'm about ready to put my microphone on mute, and I will see you guys on Descend. As I've always, hit me up in the chat if you want to chat about anything, and I can answer it live on stream or answer back to you in the Discord. Phoenix Black Knight, see you on Descend. Ground speed is 501 miles per hour. Just want to let you guys know. 501 miles per hour for ground speed. Frontier A79. Descend and maintain flight level 210. Alright, they want us down to 21,000 feet already. Very quick flight, you guys. Pulled our speed back. Our descent speed is going to be 240 knots, so we went ahead and pulled that back. We are slowing down in speed, so that's a check. Descending as well. We are descending down to 21,000 feet. That's a check as well. We won't turn the fasten seatbelt sign on yet. We'll do it after they descend us after the 21,000 feet. We can still descend pretty smooth right now, so we'll leave it on for the time being. (24,400 feet), still descending down to 21,000 feet. We are holding at 240 knots. Coming down in Phoenix right now, we have 93 degrees and clear skies. Expect that all the way down to touchdown. Coming up on 21,000 feet. Roger, Frontier 879, descend and hold 13,000 feet. Alright, they want us down to 13,000 feet. Now is when we hit the passenger seatbelt sign. Let's get that on. Let's go ahead and make our call. Flight crew, prepare for descent. Alright, made our flight crew let them know we are descending all the way down to 13,000 feet, as in we're getting out of the 20,000s. Once we get down too closer to 13,000 feet, we'll pull our speed back to 220 knots. Right now, we'll keep it and hold it at 240. Let's go ahead and get our terrain. Let's go ahead and get that back on. But once we get below 18,000 feet, we'll get our altimeter from our standard position down to 29.92. 2,800 feet. Let's go ahead and get our altimeter. Let's go ahead and put that at 29.92 until told otherwise. 29.92, check. Roger, Phoenix Tower, altimeter 29.89. Frontier 879. 14,200 feet. Let's go ahead and pull our speed back from 240. Let's pull it back to 220. Altimeter 29.84. Frontier 879. There's our U-shaped pattern into our runway. Roger. Frontier 879, descend and maintain 8,000 feet. As soon as we get close to 8,000 feet, we'll go ahead and pull our speed back to 210 knots, and we'll hold that around the U. Roger, Phoenix approach. Frontier 879, clear to approach. Altimeter 29.86. We just got clear to approach by a Phoenix approach. Right now we're sitting at 11,000 feet, still descending down to 8,000 feet. We just crossed over the 10,900, which means let's get our plane ready for the 10,000. Let's light it up. Landing lights go to the on position. Nose lights go to the takeoff position. Wing lights come on. Strobe light comes on. Beacon light and nav light stay on as well. Cross check, fast seatbelt sign is on, check. No smoking sign is on, check. Let's bring our nautical range from 20 miles, let's bring it in to 10. $8,500 feet. Let's pull our speed back. Let's hit that 210. And that's also going to be flaps 1. Let's wait for us to drop speed and get past those 2 orange indicators. There we go. Flaps 1. It wants to descend down to 7,000 feet. Let's hit 7,000. Alright, activated. Roger, Phoenix Tower. Frontier 879, descend and hold 7,000 feet. Let's turn our localizer on, you guys. There we go. Localizer is on. Descending down to 7,000 feet. We're at 7,200. Still holding 210 knots, flaps 1. Roger, descend and hold 6,000 feet, Frontier 879. 24 miles outside the runway. They wanted us down to 6,000 feet. We are still holding 210 knots, flaps 1. As soon as we get around this bend a little bit, we'll actually turn our speed down to about 190, and that puts us about flaps 2. Flaps 2, flaps 3. I think flaps 2, flaps 3. We'll see how it goes. And then that should take us right into our approach speed of 140 knots. Alright, let's go ahead and pull our speed back. Let's go ahead and hit 190. That's going to put us on flaps 2. All right, activate flaps 2. We're sitting right on the wall of flaps 3. Like we could do, yeah, let's see what it puts us. We do, yeah, let's do flaps 3. Let's drop down to flaps 3. We'll hold here at 190 knots. Just until we straighten out. If we haven't got clear to approach by then, we'll drop it down to 180 and we'll hold there. "21 miles still outside of the runway. Let's go 180. Still stay at flaps 3. Pull our throttle back. Hold it right there for the time being. That gets our reversers ready for a landing. Roger, Frontier 879, descend and hold 5,000 feet. Roger, descend and hold 4,000 feet. Frontier 879. Alright, they want us to descend and hold 4,000 feet, you guys. I believe 4,000 feet is our go around as well, so I think that is our last descent. So as soon as we get close to 4,000 feet, we can pull our speed back to 160 knots. The main drop is down to 3,000 actually. We are in Phoenix. We can cheat and look at our flight plan, but let's not do that. Too much work. We'll probably descend. We'll probably descend one more. I bet you we go down to 3,000. Or we're clear to approach, one of the two. See what happens here. Oh, clear to approach. Pull our speed back to 140 knots. 140 knots is engaged. Hit approach. Let's go flaps full. Losing speed, check. Descending down, check. We should be falling down to 140 knots, which is correct. Waiting for our glide slope to be activated. It is turned on. Let's wait for it to be engaged. Frontier 879, clear to approach. Glide slope is activated. Wind is blowing nose to our tail. Miles out from the runway, just waiting to be cleared to land. Still just cleared to approach. Frontier 879, clear the land. Alright, clear the land. Put our speed in the managed position. Gears are down. Go out there so you guys can see them. Alright, let's go over here so you can see the reversers. Let me get those going right there. Go over here, let's get our speed brakes. Let's get those activated. Get those up and armed. Let's go ahead and come up here. Runway lights, let's put those turned on. Landing check. Strobe light on, beacon light on, nav light on, wing light on, runway lights on, nose light on, beacon, strobe light, and seatbelt and smoking. 1,000 feet, 900 feet away. My plane. Hit approach again. Check. Check.
100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 5.
Now, versus. Alright, versus, gotta get back inside. Alright, slowing down. Sorry. We would have been straight, but I had to get you guys the reverse review, but. Alright, still slowing down, still getting 100 knots. Going down to 80. Let's see if I get the reverses now for you. There you go. Alright. Auto brake. Oh, auto brake wasn't even on. Reverser stowed. We're going to take this left right here. Nope, not going right. We're going left. Let's go ahead and stop short. Let's manually stop the plane. Go ahead and contact ground, and the AI will get ahead and do that for us. So let's stop. Parking brake activated. Let's get the ATC on. Let's get ground on. Let's get taxi to our gate. Let's clean up the plane. Flaps, let's bring those all the way up to 10%. Speed brakes, let's take those off. Work up, get our taxi brake on. Let's go ahead and get our lights cleaned up. Runway lights stay on. Landing lights go to the restricted position now. Nose light goes to the taxi position. Wing lights come off and our strobe light comes off. Beacon and nav still stay on. Flight directory can come off now. And ILS can come on. Go ahead and give the engine some power. Releasing parking brake. And no taxi ribbon in Phoenix. We'll make our own gate. And then don't forget, you guys, we are turning around and going straight to San Diego from here. So we're going to go ahead and park the plane. We're going to pause the stream for 60 seconds. I'm going to load our flight plan into San Diego. Then we're taking right off and going right into San Diego. And don't forget, that's going to be a nighttime flight as well, so we're going to get the sunset on that. It's going to be beautiful. We're going to set it up for like a 6:30, 7 o'clock time frame, and we'll have that sunset coming down over the ocean. So we'll do that right after we park the plane here, so don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome down the tube. I really wish the Xbox had a replay. That flight directory had us so far to the left, I thought we were going to be landing in the middle of the two runways, but it actually floated us to the right. So we really got to trust that flight directory, because it said go so far left, and you saw it just cruise all the way to the right and land. That isn't. We got to remember that one. Trust your instruments. IFR, instrument flying rules. Trust your instruments. Alright, trust, faith. Alright, we'll taxi down here for a little bit, and then we'll find the first gate, and then we'll load up San Diego. I think it was someone taking off right there. Wonder if that was the person that was waiting for us to come down. I appreciated the wait. Hey, you know what? I actually see our taxi ribbon, you guys. It's actually on the left side of the airport. I actually, it's right, actually, it's right over there. Is that it? I don't know where they want our taxi ribbon to go over there. Interesting. And it has it going up the runway. That is interesting. We're just going to go to these gates right here to the right. This is usually what they put us anyway. To the one on the far right, in the corner when we land here. Alright, we'll do the one on the far. Oh, look at that. They're actually waiting for us. They see who we are. They knew that we were coming to this one. They already knew. No one else has that loader. That's hilarious. Alright, this is us. They knew we were coming. It was like no marshal, parking it ourselves. Let's line up yellow. Go right there. Wait till we get about, slow it down. Right. So right, dash it up. Parking brake. Engine's idle. Seatbelt sign comes off. Tablet, ground, cabin lights, turn those on. Clean up our flaps for ground crew. Bring those already up, 0%. When those come up, we'll kill engine 1. Let's go ahead and hit our dome light. Flaps are clean. Engine 1. Where were we at, you guys? Hour and 5 minutes. That was plus the taxi. This will tell us right here when we turn off the engine 2. Our whole plane, what our total flight time was. But remember, SimBrief gave us, I believe, 45 minutes of flight time. Pulling it up, yeah, 45 minutes. A total time of an hour and 13 minutes. So we'll see really what our flight time was. All right, engine 1 is down. Let's go ahead and kill engine 2. ATC on the line. Let's get ready there. Come back down to our tablet. Click the tablet, activate that. Let's go back to our ground services. Just connect the GPU. Let's go ahead and connect the ACU. Open the main cabin door. Let's connect the jetway. And do the cones. Let's request the bagging services. Go ahead and get that catering service to clean up after the flight. How did we do on our parking job? Definitely could have pulled up closer. but we're dead on that yellow. We'll take that. All right, let's prepare the plane for San Diego, which is, as I'm just preparing the plane for the next crew is going to jump on. So let's go ahead and turn off our ATC. Our AI pilot, good job. Shake your hand. See you on the next one. Turn them off for now. We got to go ahead and turn on our APU bleed, which is going to turn on APU master, which is going to turn on APU available. External power is on. We're going to keep that on until everybody's deboarded. What gate number is this? I don't know what gate number it is. It doesn't even put it right here. All right. We'll just wait for these guys to finish the services like real life. We'll kill the plane, get it ready for the next crew, and like I said, we'll roll San Diego up and we'll get rolling. San Diego! San Diego should be like another 45-minute flight. Shouldn't be that long. But no ILS going into San Diego. That is all Pappies going into San Diego. So we're two white, two red going into San Diego. All right, just waiting for ground services to finish up. This should be his last pass. All right, they're done. Let's jump back into the plane here and let's go back over here. Cabin lights come off because passengers are off. Passengers are off, so I'll illuminate them. They're off. Cabin lights off. Let's go ahead and get the GPU disconnected. Let's shut that front door. Let's go ahead and get the jetway disconnected. ACU off. Let's turn the cones off. Make sure that front door is shut. What happened, cones? What? Clear all ground. We did, didn't we? Okay, everything's clear. What's wrong? Door open? No, that's clear. That's good. Tablet. Cones. Okay. Perfect. And then hit our settings. Let's go ahead and put the plane in the cold dark. Alright, total flight time 54 minutes was our total flight time, and Flight Simbri said we could do it in 45. So 54 minutes out of 45, I still say that's an on-time flight. Total, they gave us all day as expected, so perfect. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and hit continue, wait for the plane to completely power down. I'm going to pause the stream and I'll be back in 60 seconds and we're going off to San Diego. All right, everybody, we're back. We're back. I think I got the right gate. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah. I put us in the corner. This is, maybe it's not the right one, but it is what it is. We're back. Let's get into San Diego. Ready? San Diego, let's go back to our tablet. Let's go actually to here and leave that here for now. Let's go over our flight briefings. We got our sim brief pulled up, you guys. Second flight of our double header, you guys. If you're just joining us, if you just got on board, welcome. Phoenix Black Knight, I'm your captain. We just came in from Las Vegas. That was our first flight. This is our last flight of the day. We're actually going into San Diego. Our call sign is Frontier 879. We're down in Phoenix right now, taking off to Las Vegas. Sorry, we're taking off to San Diego. Give me 1 second. The sim brief actually didn't load San Diego properly when we did the generate flight. Phoenix to San Diego. There we go. Generate. Why did it load LAX? Let's see if that's Phoenix. Come on. Interesting. It keeps loading. Oh, that's why. Okay. Got it. Okay, so SimBrief. We got it all loaded up in SimBrief. Got it ended up in the plane, you guys. Phoenix to San Diego. Our alternate airport is going to be LAX. We are in the current Airbus 320. It's June 3rd. The flight time that we did is 19:30 military time, which is going to be 7:30 Arizona time. Arrival time's 20:46. Air time travel they gave us is only 48 minutes. The block time for the flight's an hour and 16 minutes. Cruising altitude is going to be 32,000 feet. Distance that we're flying is 279 nautical miles. Passengers on today's flight is 160. Bulk for today's fuel is 11,473 pounds. Cargo is going to be 5,291 pounds, and our payload is 33,510 pounds, you guys. When we take off from Phoenix, we're going to be on runway 25 right, and when we land in San Diego, we're going to be on runway 27. With a Lukey transition into San Diego, and our transition out of Phoenix is actually going to be Freebird. All right, you guys have been briefed. I have been briefed. Let's get the plane ready for passengers. So let's go over here. Let's get our cab lights on. Oh, it won't let us because we got to do our cones first. Let's do our GPU. Nope, let's go to settings. Let's go to APU. Plane started up again. Let's go ahead and hit our APU bleed. Let's illuminate all of our lights up here and all of our knobs. Perfect. Seatbelt sign comes on. No smoking sign comes on as well. Nav light. Let's turn that on. And our beacon light. Let's turn that on now. Back to the captain's seat. Let's go over here to our tablet. Let's go ahead and go down to our ground services. Now let's go ahead and get our cab lights on. Let's go ahead and get our GPU on. Ground power unit connected to the plane. Let's get the AC unit connected on. Let's open our main cabin door. Get the jetway connected. ATC, let's get that on. Let's go to our ground services. We got to get our baggage crew going, so let's turn on our ground crew. Let's go ahead and get our catering services connected first. Zoom out, you can just see that. Catering truck is coming. Let's go ahead and get our baggage services on the way. Baggage is on the way. Perfect. Let's go ahead and jump back inside the plane. Let's get it set the way we like it. Panels from the right to the left. Let's go ahead and make those bright. There we go. Make our radar bright, and then go ahead and make our little indicator of us. Let's turn that bright orange as well. Then let's go ahead and do our left panel right here. Let's turn that bright. There we go. Let's go inside here. Floodlights we don't need on, but let's illuminate our internal lights all on this middle console. Perfect. Let's over here. Let's hit our terrain. Let's turn that on. Flight directory. Let's go ahead and turn that on as well. Informational map. Let's leave that in ARC. Nautical range. We'll leave that in 10. V speed. Looks like our V speed is 162. So let's put 165 up on here. .165 is entered. Heading, we'll put that in the managed position because we just put the flight plan in. Altimeter, we'll get that when we get clearance to San Diego, and then we'll climb at 1,500 feet per minute. Let's make sure all these illuminate as well. Then in autopilot controls, let's just make sure those are bright as well. Perfect. Let's check outside and see how our ground crew's doing. Looks like they're finishing up, so let's jump back inside the plane. Let's come over here. Let's turn on our AI co-pilot. Let's get clearance to San Diego. Let's illuminate passengers since they're on plane. There we go. Illuminated. Alright, they want us to take off and hold 8,000 feet. 8,000 feet is entered. Climbing restrictions, 1,500 feet again. Enter that in. Alright, let's go ahead and get our GPU disconnected from the plane. Let's go ahead and get our AC unit disconnected from the plane. Let's shut our front main cabin door. Let's go ahead and get the jetway disconnected. Let's go ahead and get our cones disconnected. Perfect. Let's go ahead and go to the settings. Let's put that ready for the taxi position when we're ready. Alright, we're ready for pushback. Let's go ahead and get ground services. Let's go ahead and request pushback. AI's got that on the way out. Camera, let's put this in the pilot view. Let's put it about right there. Pushback is accepted. Cross check before pushback. APU bleed is on, APU master is on, APU is available. Check, we do have our beacon light on, we do have our nav light on. That is the check and the check, and we also have our seatbelt sign on, and we also have our no smoking sign on. That's check and check as well. Alright, perfect. We'll go ahead and wait for connection for pushback, and we'll release the parking brake, and we'll start engine 2. Move the camera, you guys can have it right there. Got connection from pushback, we'll go ahead and release the parking brake. Pushback, that's a check. Let's go ahead and put plane mode from the normal position, put that in the start position, engine 2. Pushback is done, activating parking brake, waiting for engine 2 to come available at 20% and holding. Engine 2 is available. Let's go ahead and start engine 1. Give you guys a heads up on this landing in San Diego. We're not going to do the camera out so you can see the reversers turn on. We're going to just stay in the captain view so we can maintain the landing. That other one, we had a great landing, but it was overshadowed because I pulled up on it too hard when I was flipping between the camera views. So too much going on. Let's just keep it in the captain view going forward. All right, 1, 2, 3, break. Captain AI just got the clearance for a taxi to our runway. Engine 1's at 15%, that's enough to check our flaps. Let's put those all the way down. Speed brakes, let's bring those all the way up. Pan around, see what we get. Flaps are moving down and working. Speed brakes are up. Perfect. Bring them back up. Flaps all the way to 0. Speed brakes up. Let's bring those armed. Start position on the plane, let's put it back in the normal position. Taxi brakes. APU bleed comes off. APU master comes off, turns off the APU available. Let's come over here to our tablet. Let's hit we're ready for taxi. That puts our flaps at 10%. That puts our runway lights on. That puts our taxi lights on. Obviously we're going to the left, so we're going to go ahead and start giving the plane some power. Releasing the parking brake. There's momentum. Let's turn. We got to remember, trust the instruments, IFR. Trust the instruments. Oh, look at that. That wasn't even a bad taxi. I didn't even plan that runway. That's nice. That's VIP treatment right there. Oh, I totally picked the wrong gate and we got lucky. I like that. Alright, engines in the idle position. Alright, they're in the idle position. Let's go ahead and stop short. AI will get cleared for takeoff. Go ahead and put the parking brake on. Two 981 for our altimeter. AI got us clear for takeoff. Let's go ahead and get our tablet again. Let's go ahead and get clear for takeoff. Stopwatch, let's get that activated. 2 seconds. Perfect. Let's make our call. Flight crew, prepare for takeoff. Taxi brake comes off. Engines and power. Releasing parking brake. We have momentum. Prepare for a rolling takeoff. V-speed 165 check, heading check, in the managed position, 8,000 feet is where they want to take off at. We got that check. 1,500 feet per minute check. Going up alive, coming down the same way. Put this engine mode, let's put it in the 50 position. 50%. There's 40, engine mode, flex. .140. There's V1, rotating. Positive climb gears up. Follow our flight director. Roger, Phoenix departure, Frontier 879, we will continue as planned. We'll just keep following our flight directory, guys, probably till we get about 4,000 feet. Right now we're at 2,200 feet. Let's hold the plane manually till about 4,000 feet. Alright, let's keep holding it. Actually, we're actually pretty good now. Let's go to 3,500 feet, then we'll transition to the autopilot. 3,500 feet. $3,400 feet. Let's go ahead and prepare for transition to the autopilot. 3,500 feet transitioning. Autopilot is engaged. Common restriction back engaged 1,500 feet per minute. Let's go ahead and disengage our speed brakes. Let's pull our speed up. We got to go 210 knots. We will still keep laps 1. To our tablet, let's go ahead and go over here. Let's get our flight. Let's get our cabin lights off now. We're in the air. Let's go ahead and get our flight information. Let's leave that there. 219 is our ground speed as of right now. We are holding 210 knots. Last one. Already starting the set. Oh, it's gonna be. I'm gonna love this view, you guys. Hopefully it's one of those days where it's super cloudy in San Diego. I didn't even look at the weather. Let me get our weather in the San Diego. What are we looking at here? San Diego right now, 64 degrees and cloudy skies. 64 and cloudy. So hopefully we get some nice orange iron looking clouds going into San Diego. That's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be nice. We're at 5,800 feet, coming up to 6,000 feet. I'm not gonna release the crew to get prepared for services. We still have one more bend we got to do right here to the right. As soon as we make this bend right here to the right, we'll ring the seatbelt sign one time and we'll release the crew at that moment in time. We'll still hold 210 knots till we make this bend as well, and then we'll get up to 250 knots. Turning out, let's go ahead and release the crew so they can prepare for services. Let's go flaps clean. 250 knots. Roger, Frontier 879, climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Alright, they want us up to 14,000 feet. Our climbing restriction still is in play until we get above 10,000 feet. Just bumped our speed up to 250 knots and we are flaps clean. Ground speed right now 302 miles per hour. Coming up on 9,700 feet, you know what that means. Let's go ahead and get the plane ready for 10,000 feet and above flying, which means our landing lights go to the off position. Nose light goes to the off position, and our strobe light comes off. Get ready for free climb. There it is. Put climb in the managed position. Let's go ahead and put our speed at 335 knots. 335 knots is entered. Nautical range, let's put that up to 20. Gaining speed check. Altitude going up. Pre-managed check. Roger, Phoenix and Frontier 879. We will continue as planned. We also got the clearance to continue as planned as well. A lot happened right there in a little second. Alright, managed climb is engaged and we are climbing about 1,500 feet per minute. We'll go ahead and take that. That's where we had it at before, but apparently autopilot says that's good. We are gaining speed, so we'll check there. Supposed to get up to 335, so we are just hit 300 as of now. And we are cleared to continue. And I like the takeoff. I had no problems with that. The turbulence, nothing. It was very smooth. Manually holding the plane up to 4,000 feet, no turbulence at all. It's a very smooth, very clean. Good weather out here in Phoenix to fly today. That was nice. We'll see what San Diego brings with this cloudy air. Roger, Albuquerque, Frontier 879, we will continue as planned. Albuquerque, altimeter 29.78, Frontier 879. $13,800 feet, coming up to 14,000 feet. Roger, climb and maintain flight level 240, Frontier 879. Alright, they want us up to 24,000 feet, still holding 335 knots. 19,200 feet. Let's go ahead and put our altimeter. Let's put that in the standard position. Still holding 335 knots, climbing up to 24,000 feet still. Roger, Fletcher A79. Climb and maintain flight level 320. 32,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get the fasten seatbelt sign off. Let's make our call. Ladies and gentlemen, you are free to move about the cabin. All right, let's see here, you guys. AI's on the intercom line there, talking to Albuquerque. In a second. Already done. Let's do our cruising altitude briefing, shall we? Let's jump into it. Once again, if you guys just jumped on board, if you just jumped on the screen, welcome aboard. I'm your captain, Phoenix Black Knight. This is our second flight of the day. The first flight was from Las Vegas into Phoenix. Right now we're going from Phoenix into San Diego. Our call sign is Frontier 879. Our aircraft is a A320. It is June 3rd. Our flight time was 19:30. Arrival time is 20:46. Air time they gave us to complete the flight was 48 minutes. This is on SimBrief. And the block time they gave us to finish the flight is 1 hour and 16 minutes. Cruising altitude is 32,000 feet, which we're currently at right now. Fasten seatbelt sign is off. Passengers are free to move about the cabin. Distance we're flying is 271 nautical miles. Wind is at 272 knots over 16. Passengers on today's flight is 160. Bulk fuel on today's flight is 11,473 pounds, and our total payload is 33,510. When we were in Phoenix, we took off from runway 25 right. When we do wheels down into San Diego, we're looking at runway 27. And the weather in San Diego when we come down, we're looking at 64 degrees when we're coming in San Diego, and cloudy coming into San Diego. So should be a beautiful sunset going in. To see the sun's kind of setting now. We're kind of getting that orange ironish color on those clouds. As soon as we get closer to San Diego, hopefully we get a little bit of thicker clouds. But other than that, that's it for me. I'm going to hit it on mute until we get to descent. See you then. Frontier 879, we'll go descend and hold flight level 240. Alright, we gotta hold 240, which means our descending speed is over 240 knots. Let's go ahead and hit that. Let's go ahead and hit 260. I believe it was 260. Let's hit that. There's 26 or 24. What did they say, AI? Co-captain, what did they say? They said 26,000. That's what I had it on. Perfect. Pull our speed back to 240 knots. Let's descend to 26,000 feet. Let's hold 26,000 feet. A fasten seatbelt sign can stay off at 26,000 feet as well, like they did in Vegas. Let's hold that off as well to our next descent after that, and we'll go ahead and turn that on. Just hit 240 knots. Still descending. We're at 30,300 feet. Still descending down to 26,000. Sunset, you guys. Roger, Frontier 879, descend and hold 190 feet. Let's go ahead and hit the fasten the seatbelt sign now. That comes on. Let's go ahead and make our call. Flight crew, prepare for descent. Coming up on 19 feet. Let's pull our speed back a little more than usual just to enjoy a little bit more of the sunset. So let's go ahead and pull our speed back now to 220 instead of keeping that 240 like we usually would. So let's go ahead and hit 220 now as we're coming up on 19,000 feet. Roger, Frontier 879, descend and hold 12,000 feet. Heat speed not above 270 knots. Alright, ATC jumped on and said we can't go faster than 270, which we're not. We're going to go 220. They want us down to 12,000 feet though, which we already entered in. 220, that means we're still flaps 0. $18,600 feet. That means we're below 18,000, so let's go ahead and get our altimeter. Let's put that back on 29 point. Let's leave it where it was at until I'm told otherwise. Let's leave it on 29.78. We're going slower than usual, so remember that when we look at our stopwatch. Remember, right now we should be going about 240. We're going 220, so we'll have to remember this. This all adds up to getting our wheels down, seeing what our flight time was. Nice set of windmills all right there. 12,400 feet. Still descending down to 12,000 feet. Still holding 220 knots. Sun is descending with us, everybody. Look at that. Sun is going right down with us. Love it. And we got perfect clouds. Like, oh, couldn't plan this descent. Come on. This was all random, too. Gotta make this flight happen. Roger, Frontier 879, descend and hold 8,000 feet. $10,900 feet. You know what that means? Light it up. Runway lights, let's put those in the on position. Nose light goes to the takeoff position. Wing lights come on. Our strobe light comes on. Beacon light stays on. Nav light stays on. Seatbelt sign is on. And no smoking sign is on. Those are all checks. Still holding 220 knots. Still descending down to 8,000 feet. 10,500 feet. At 10,000 feet, let's go ahead and put our nautical range. Let's put it from 20. Let's bring it into 10. There goes those clouds, you guys. Look at that. Oh, man. Perfect time not to have ILS, too. We're going straight Pappies. Straight Pappies in. San Diego, baby. $5,400 feet, still descending down to 4,000 feet. We are still holding 210 knots. As soon as we make this little right bend here, we'll drop it down to about 190 to then to 180. Roger, descend and holds 3,600 feet. Frontier 879. Alright, they're dropping us quick, which means they want us to get us out of these clouds. As soon as we get closer to 3,600 feet, we'll go ahead and drop our speed back. I don't want to pull our momentum back and start dropping us so quick. We can, 210s on the approach going in is okay. We can recover and pull that back real quick. $3,900. Let's go 190. Roger, Frontier 879. Descend and hold 2,700 feet. We want us down 2,700 feet. I dropped our speed to 190, which means we are going to be flaps 2 on that. Just got to check with our AI co-cap to make sure they did say 27,000, and they did. Second guess myself all the time. Frontier 879. Clear to approach. Alright, they cleared us to approach. I'm pulling our speed back to our approach speed, which is 140 knots. Let's go ahead and do flaps 2. Alright, go activate flaps 3. There's flaps 3. Let's go ahead and hit our lock. Lock onto the runway. And then let's hit our approach. And then let's go ahead final, flaps full. Let's come down here, look at our throttle. Let's pull our throttle back to about right there. Get it ready for the reversers. Like I said, no external view when we land. That one, we had a great landing last one and we ruined it because we were going back and forth on the camera. So we're going straight captain view, straight through. Roger, Tower, Frontier 879, cleared the land. Okay, we got the cleared the land, so let's go ahead and put our speed in the managed position. Let's go ahead and get our gears down. Come outside, you guys can see them. Gears are down. Auto brake, let's put those on low. Runway lights come on. Glide slope is activated, and glide slope is now live. Runway, there's our Pappies on the left. Verified check. 2 white, 2 reds, what we need going in. Check lights before we land. Landing lights on, check. Smoking lights on, check. Strobe light, beacon light, nav light, check, check, check. Runway lights, check, check. We're check there. 1,000 feet, gonna be my plane. My plane. Let's hit approach again. Follow our flight plan.
500. 400.
Continue. Check. You guys see those jets in front of us? like us.
100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard.
Down on ground. Versers. Look at these guys. Man. Verser stowed. Auto brake off. Ooh, we missed that one. Let's keep going. We'll make the next one. It's a nice little touch and go they did. Real nice. Alright, let's go ahead and make this left. Alright, let's go ahead and stop short here. We've got our clearance to our gate. Oh man, I think this one's just right there. Look at that. Hopefully contact ground and that's it. Parking brake activated. Engines to neutral. Clean that up. Let's clean our lights up. Landing lights. Let's put those on the on position. Let's go ahead and get the nose lights. Let's put those on the taxi position. Let's go ahead and get our wing lights. Let's turn those off. And then our strobe light, let's go ahead and turn that off. APU bleed comes on. APU master comes on with APU start comes on. We'll go ahead and turn our ATC on. Ground services. Long Beach. Go back. Request taxi to the gate. Turn our flaps up. Flaps go to 10%. Pre-brakes, let's bring those down. Pre-brakes activated. It is the gate they want us to go to. Parking brake released. We're going just right here with it. This is it. This is us right here. Gate 7. We got a Marshall on this one. Want us over to the left. We're getting there. We're getting there. Oh, want us straight now. Alright, stop. Parking brake engaged. Engine's idle. Let's go ahead and get our seatbelt sign off. Our dome light comes on. Let's clean our flaps up. Clean those up. Clean our lights up. Runway lights, let's turn those off. Landing lights go to the restricted position now. Nose lights go to the off position. Beacon light, let's turn that off, and our nav light turns off. Strobe light remains off and our wing lights remain off. Let's go ahead and kill engine 1. Flaps are clean. Let's go ahead and get our jetway connected now that we killed engine 1. Go ahead and kill engine 2. Our time says 55 minutes, and that was going slower. And SimBrief said 45. What did SimBrief say? SimBrief said 48 minutes. So we got here, and that's with taxiing, by the way. That was with taxiing. So with that going slow as well. So let's go ahead and see what our total time was when our plane totally shuts down. Let's see what our total flight time was. Both engines are shutting down. Let's go ahead and get our ground crew now because engine 2 is shut down. Let's go ahead and get the catering services first. Get the trash off. Go ahead and let's get a bag of services.